Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Q&Q Sports Desk, and happy holidays to everyone and their families. My name is Kevin Mahoney, the Athletic Director over at Quincy High School. And alongside my co-host today, JJ Nyemke, the Athletic Director over at North Quincy. We're going to talk a little bit about the Thanksgiving Day football game, that whole week that was leading up to the game, and then transition a little bit into our winter stuff as the schedules are starting to come together right now as we head into our winter break. So, Jay, welcome back, and good to see everybody.
Yeah, thanks for being back here again. We had a great Thanksgiving Day game. The weather was a little bit up and down, but the crowd was still out there in full force, and it was a great game. You guys were victorious this year. You guys took the trophy home this year, but it was a solid game. Yeah. I think both teams had sophomore quarterbacks that were leading the way, so both teams were very young and promising for the future. So it was an exciting game. Yeah, 20-6 was the final score there.
Yeah, it was definitely a competitive contest between both sides. It's like crazy start to the game. There's 4 turnovers right away.
Plays,
Kids were a little jittery, I think, and the nerves were setting in. But once they kind of settled down, it was fairly competitive on both ends. Offensively and defensively, you guys had numerous chances to come back in the game in the second half. You got that one touchdown and then just fell short on a couple of drives. But overall, it was a good contest, great crowd. So I think everybody in the whole community really enjoyed the game, so that's all we can ask for.
Absolutely. It was the first Thanksgiving Day game, at the new Veterans Stadium, and everything ran smoothly and everything was great. So we always love Thanksgiving around here in Quincy, so it's always fun.
Exactly. And
then just pivoting over to the hustle and bustle of winter sports. It starts right away, so there's really no rest. We get right into it. We had tryouts started that Monday after Thanksgiving, and they went pretty well. So.
Yeah, tryouts were great. And like I said, we're already kind of transitioning into our winter schedules. I think we just run through some of the teams and whatnot, maybe give a little preview of things and some upcoming games. So
sounds good.
So we'll start, I guess, for boys hoop, boys basketball. So over at Quincy, we're started out at 0-2 right now with losses against Brockton and Whitman-Hanson, who are 2 pretty solid teams in the state. But they'll play Scituate on Friday, who's also another good team in our league. So kind of a tough start to the schedule. And then the team will transition to a Christmas tournament over the break at Rockland High School. So hopefully things can start to turn around there. It's obviously a young group as they graduated. I think 5 senior starters from last year. So these are a lot of young sophomores and juniors that are coming up that don't have a ton of experience. So definitely be a rebuilding year, I think, for the boys team. But they're up for the challenge and hopefully turn things around.
Yeah, it's always tough when you always lose a lot of your seniors. You always have to go through those growing pains, and we went through those as well. We're led by we have 3 solid seniors that are leading the group for our boys basketball team, and then a strong, solid group of sophomores and juniors that are really doing a great job as a support cast there. We started off the season 1-1. We had a big win against Roxbury Prep, and then we just fell short to Hingham on Tuesday. But the team's playing well. We're really led by 3 great seniors: Colby St. Marie, Eddie Nguyen, and Aaron Hung. And then we have a great supporting class with our juniors, Tyler Lee, Steve Dalla, who's averaging about 25 points a game now, so that's really encouraging to see. And Ugu Ugwu is doing a great job too as well. So it's an exciting cast, and like you said, we're in a really tough league in the Patriot League, but I think it's one of the better leagues too as well, and I'm excited to see how the guys kind of match up and challenge against some of those stronger teams in the league. We'll be playing against Hanover tomorrow night. They'll be on the road. Our girls basketball will host Hanover tomorrow night. They're down to 0-2 this year to start off, but we're a young group again. We have our senior captains. We have Ashley Caldwell, who's been injured, so she hasn't been able to get back onto the court yet. Amanda Helmuth is doing a great and amazing job at leading this young group. And then we also have Fallon Hoban, who's a junior, who's doing a great job for us as well. They started off the season 59-52, lost to Dennis Yarmouth, but that was a great competitive game, and it was really good to see. They dropped a tough one to Hingham on Tuesday, but they're a solid squad, and they're a semifinal team in the tournament, so they're always doing a great job. But the girls made great strides, and they're going to continue to progress and get better. So
good. Yeah. Yeah, for the girls team over on the Quincy side, they come back with 5 senior returning starters. So it's a pretty promising group led by, they're actually all 5 captains too. So Allison McMorrow, Jillian O'Toole, Juliana Tracy, Brenda Tobin, and Grace Hoban. So they'll all be coming back this year. We did start off 0-2, lost to Bishop Fien, who's obviously one of the top teams in the state usually each year in our section anyways for the sectional tournament. And then we dropped another one, a close one against Whitman Hanson. So the girls will look to rebound on Friday against Scituate. They'll be at home. And then we actually host a Christmas tournament over the break for 2 days on that Friday and Saturday with Silver Lake, Weymouth, and Falmouth. So I know the girls are excited about this year with obviously 5 girls coming back, and they've been playing with each other probably since 5th grade or whatever. So and I know Coach Bretsch is excited as well. So we'll see how that progresses throughout the year. But obviously a veteran group, so hopefully they can turn it around and make a solid push for the playoffs. So
nice.
And then I guess we'll turn it over to the hockey side of things.
Yeah.
On the boys hockey side, Quincy started off 0-2-1 so far after graduating a ton of seniors last year. And had a really nice run in the during the regular season into the tournament. The teams this year is going to be very young with mainly juniors, some sophomores sprinkled in there, but they do have a good core. Senior leaders that are back from that group from last year. So Brendan Bailey, Ryan Quirk, they're all going to be back. Thomas McPherson. So hopefully they can set a good example for the young guys. I know they will. Just kind of set the tone for Coach Walsh and his group, and kind of rebuild. And we're obviously looking forward to the big matchup next week against Quincy and North Quincy. So
the annual holiday tournament over at Quincy Youth will be going on next Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. at Quincy Youth Arena.
Yeah.
Quincy versus North Quincy. Our boys started off the season 1-1 right now. We dropped a home opener to Hanover, who's always a strong team in Division III. They're always ranked so high. It was a tough one, but it was a good start to the season. The kids saw what they needed to do to kind of improve and kind of go forward for the rest of the season, and they're doing a great job. We picked up a victory last night against Pembroke. 3-1, so we had a great showing there. We have a good group of kids there, led by, Ronan Kelly, Asher Wines, Mike Izzo, Cormac Flaherty. So we have a really great group, and we're excited to see how the future lies with that. So, so they're doing a great job, and It should be a great game next week too as well. So it's going to be a tournament, so we'll have the first round of the tournament on Thursday, right after Christmas, and then we'll have the consolation and then championship game Saturday night at Quincy Youth Arena. So it's always going to be a fun-filled time. Make sure you get down there early to beat the Lions, because the Lions are always around the corner, so it should be fun. So it's exciting. And another thing that's been a great surprise too, as well, is our Q&Q girls ice hockey team. They're doing a great job. We're low with numbers now, and we have a lot of young girls on the team. I don't think we have a senior on the squad yet, but we have a junior goalie, Emma Ford, who's doing a great job. And then we have some young girls too as well. We have Orla O'Driscoll, who's a sophomore over in North Quincy. She's doing an amazing job. They lost their first game to Boston Latin Fontbonne 9-8, and then they lost a tough one last night 4-3 to Plymouth. But the scores are reflecting how close these games are and how the girls are doing too. We also have some great stars from Quincy High School too on the team.
The start of the season's been very promising for our combined team. So as you said, the scores are reflective of how hard they're battling in those games. So it's really nice to see the effort that they're putting forth. And as you said, so we have a freshman that came up, Maggie Lynch. In the first game, she had 6 goals. So it was really nice to see her in action. So hopefully she can learn and build with these younger girls that they have in the program, and just kind of take those next steps and those strides to rebuild the program up. So I know Coach Craig's doing a great job. So
absolutely,
with the girls. So and then we do have a couple other co-ops programs in the winter. So we have our wrestling co-op program,
Yep.
our swim co-op program, and our indoor track program as well.
Yeah.
And all of them are kind of starting up their schedules and their meets. Wrestling did have a meet last night against Hingham, who's a phenomenal program.
Yeah.
You know, their numbers are through the roof, but Coach Lane's done a really good job building up our numbers in our program. So they'll compete over the break in the Marshfield tournament. It's more of a individual-based tournament. So we'll see how the wrestlers do over in Marshfield.
Yeah.
And then our swim and track programs.
Yeah, our swimming and diving are doing a great job. Our first-year head coach Shay Gear just picked up her first win as a head coach last week against Brockton High School, so that was a great win for both our boys and our girls. And they have their second meet of the season today, actually, against Hanover, who's always a strong program too as well. So they're home today at 4 o'clock over at Lincoln Hancock, so that should be a fun day too as well. So they're doing a great job. They're making strides. The numbers are getting there too as well. So, and coach is doing a great job too as well. We have a whole new coaching staff in there and great support staff. So it's exciting to see. Yeah, and our Q&Q indoor track too as well. They have a lot of promising runners there too. They get into league play tomorrow against Hanover. They had a couple classics over the Reggie Lewis Center and a jamboree last week where they all competed really well too. So it's exciting to see. We're excited. We're looking forward to our winter season and all our co-op teams.
Yeah, the winter season should be promising. It's always a busy time, but it's it's filled, and there's nothing better than being in the gym and the rinks and stuff, supporting the kids. So obviously looking forward to a successful winter, and we just want to thank everybody for tuning in today to the Q&Q Sports Desk, and we hope to see you guys next time for more highlights, interviews, and whatnot. And happy holidays again to everyone and their families.
Happy holidays and enjoy your Christmas break, and I hope everybody has a great and wonderful holiday season.